Alright, so this is a long overdue discussion video, and certain things need to be addressed. We're going to talk about dying ban list, and how everybody in the TCG thinks that our ban list is going to be this, our ban list is going to be that. First of all, we have no guaranteed time frame when the list is going to be out, so put your panties back in your pants. Be patient. We're going to talk about some things that the OCG did on their list, because certain things are kind of reminders to us in the States about things we could possibly have happen to us. Looking at this, just referencing here, remember we're going to have double ban list. This is something that you're going to have to consider. What might not get hit in the first half of July, to let us kind of, get the pendulum stuff out of our system. Supply unit might not be hit early on, but it might follow suit in September, because this next ban list is supposed to be a month and a half. There's no clarification on this whatsoever. We could just, have this next list be crazily small, but do keep that in mind. Things that get hit this list, or may not get hit this list, may get hit in September. So do keep in mind that this discussion is going to be purely for both ban lists, for both the July and the September. So keep that in mind as we are discussing this. So first off, there is a major discussion of Dragoonity support. I've mentioned this before. Someone supposedly from Konami, Europe, his name is Hohenheim, he mentioned something about Dragoonity support. Now, there is no allegations to this rumor being confirmed true, nor is there no plausible denial for this theme being, or these support cards being true or not. So take it with a grain of sand. ITT, even though that this is a rumor, Dragoonity Variana is slowly going back up in price. So just something to consider, that you guys need to be aware of, that Dragoonity cards are slowly rising. Now, this could be a safe indicator that the dragons might get banned, or Ravine might go to 1 for a month and a half coming up to the list. Ravine might not even get hit on the first list, but come unbanned in September. This is just something to consider. Dragon Shrine will probably have to follow suit as well, if this rumor is true. Those two cards cannot be left unchecked in a format where Dragon Rulers exist, and I definitely think that if they limit Ravine and Shrine in some method, that it becomes a little bit more fair, because MST in your 1 Ravine should win me the game instead of just letting you search for more. That's the first thing that's going around as a rumor. It's not necessarily important to the current list, just more or less what's going on. Now we're going to look at Hat. Alright, everyone is sick of artifacts by this point in time. I mean, they've been out for, what, a month and a half? Does the deck really need to get hit? Looking how artifacts kind of phased out once pendulums came into the States, I could definitely see artifacts existing for the July list up until September, and then I could see Morale Tech getting hit. Now, the following hits are going to probably come in September: Armageddon Night and Needlebug's Nest. Maybe not necessarily so early, but the thing is, Konami is aware what Shadalls do. Konami is fully aware of what they need to do. The TCG is. So, instead of making our format shitastically shit, Konami will probably definitely take a page out of this, and probably limit those cards in September. There's no point to hit them now, because the set will have, if the trend goes, the set will release the second to last week of August. There might be a week of regionals at the end of August where you can abuse the deck, but let's be realistic here. I mean, if you get one event to do it and then it gets hit, I mean, it's no sweat off of your back. So they're definitely going to take that into consideration as things are coming out. Stella Knights, we're not going to have the Star Seraphs, so I mean, Stella Knights are going to be their own little thing. I don't think it's really going to be that much to worry about. I definitely think that if they clean that up a little bit, we'll probably be okay. The next one is this Masked Hero Stratos hype. Now, Stratos isn't going to come back in July. I almost guarantee it. We have no confirmed release date for the hero deck, so two things are going to happen. If they set the hero deck's release date in December, which I have a strange feeling it's going to be, or, you know, they'll wait until March of the next year, we probably will not see Stratos return for the July or the September list. Might make a guest appearance in the January of the next year's list. But that is only if and when we know the confirmed release date for the deck. And of course, I mean, if Stratos does return, you can almost guarantee in some way, shape, or form that Bubble Man is going to get hit, pretty much to make sure that Bubble Bee OTK is not as consistent as it needs to be. So do be aware of that. Just a little bit of cleanup in between those stages that they're going to have to do. Now, of course, there is the Dante's Inferno archetype, which I guess isn't the Wyverns, or those little floaty fucks that everybody seems to love to play. Definitely, though, we'll have to wait and see what that TCG exclusive archetype is going to be. Outside of that, Yugioh needs to get hit. Just limit that shit to 1. Yugioh will probably just fade out of existence. Like, Yugioh is fucking ridiculous. Yugioh have been one of the most consistent decks for a long time. Now, this raises the next question: do Madoshe have to get hit? Do Boojins have to get hit? They are literally the backrunners of the format. I mean, yeah, Madoshe's gotten a lot of hype this format. I mean, they did win a YCS, but I mean, they're not even that good. I mean, if you Fiendish Chain Hoot Cake, you win. You break through Skiller Hoot Cake, you win. I don't care what any Madoshe player says. Their deck relies on their normal summon pretty much the same way that Noble Knights do. You take that away from them, they lose. It's pretty sad-tastic. General cleanup, we already know something's going to happen to the hands. They're probably going to go to 2. They might just straight up say fuck it and just limit them to 1 apiece, like Reborn Tengu. It's going to suck to see that. I really hope it doesn't happen. But, I mean, it is what it is. Outside of that, I mean, Mermails have been in check. It's a pretty, you know, straightforward format. There's not really much more that they have to do. I mean, there is no indication when we're going to get Nebradisk. I mean, we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And I mean, a second Torrential Tribute would be fine in my book. I mean, it's not really much we have to worry about. I mean, outside of that, Boojins are a balanced Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I hate to say it. But I mean, they're not as bad as the other power creep in the game right now. Outside of that, I mean, I'd love to see Stratos return. It would be fan-fucking-tastic, because I've just got 3 hero decks running around in my closet. And I mean, I love heroes to death. Watching Stratos just die really kind of hurt, but I mean, it's whatever. Sorry for the ballistic computer, I don't know what the fuck it's doing. It's just like, so, outside of that, I mean, there's not really much that needs to be done on this list. Just, you gotta check Gear. Possibly check Morale Attack in some way, shape, or form. And we just gotta know if Dragon Ravine is coming back, what's happening to the E-Dragons, and little things like that. I mean, if it's gonna suck if the Dragon Rulers honestly get hit, though, because that just destroys an entire competitive deck that has been floating around at like tier 1.5 for a while. And I don't think that Konami wants to do that, because one less competitive deck right now isn't particularly fun. I mean, with Stratos being gone, like, heroes are not playable whatsoever. It's just one less deck that should be seeing play that isn't, because, you know, they don't have their power card. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys is going to think happened on the ban list. I don't want to hear this terrible fucking bias bullshit I always hear from certain people. Like, well, this card has to get banned because it beat me on DN. No, nobody fucking cares if you lost to fucking Trishul on the OCG. The card's never going to come back, they say. It could, but you know what? Your stupid bias that you have against one certain card blinds your judgment, and that's why you will never work in R&D at Konami. Trust me, I have a few biases, and unless you can accurately make judgment calls, you will never get that position. So, sorry for the cold hard bullshit lecture. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this next ban list. What do you think is going to happen? And I'm out. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this next ban list. What do you think is going to happen? And I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, mkohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.